He's been booed in the happiest city on earth.
Apparently so.
Great turnout though, great crowd, great atmosphere. We're in here as soon as the doors open tonight to be a part of it. Doby then looking at a big outshot. It's all about the layup here.
56.
Could have been better.
Kind of needs a treble.
59.
Can't find one. Not enough to worry Doby. Might not even be enough to force him to go for the bullseye at the end of this. What's the plan? Okay, double 15. That'll do it. Doby takes the opening leg.
Second leg is Jeffrey to throw first. Game on.
He's a player
96.
that we do know when he gets it going, he can keep it going. Had Doby have taken that out, that would have been a punch in the solar plexus.
58. Jeffrey requires 68.
Going to go to double 18. It's one of his go-to doubles.
50.
But he cannot find it. And if this goes, it isn't game over, but it might start feeling that way.
2 12s.
Game shot.
Clinical from Doby. Well, you mentioned it might start going the other way in terms of his finishing.
Basically, if you gave him an extra dart tonight, it would be about the same sort of level that he was producing against Rob Cross.
I'll tell you what is going to be interesting tonight. Just see Chris and Jeffrey both getting a little bit warm. This would warm things up nicely if he'd got the 18s.
138.
It has been very warm in Copenhagen, hasn't it, over the last couple of days? And conditions might get a little bit tough up there on the hockey.
100.
De Graaf here for back-to-back legs. He's looking at double 13. Now he's got a burner dart. Double 4's next to double 18 that he hit in the last leg, and he doesn't take it.
124.
And he left the 26. Just couldn't hit it to the 14s. Bullseye.
99.
Jeffrey de Graaf is still in this game.
He's more than in it. He's back within 2, snatches the dart out of the board in frustration. They're up against it, they're playing the best players on the planet.
180 number 3, all of them have come from Chris Doby in this game. Jeffrey desperate for a ton 40. Desperate for one.
100.
Can't get it. Feels like Doby's probably got a couple of visits from here. Oh, it's beautiful.
140. Jeffrey requires 140.
It's outstanding from Doby. De Graaf can't hit the treble to start the combination, so Chris Doby will be coming back.
41.
And he should get 2 darts
56.
for the match.
Tops for a 6-2 win. And Chris Doby is off and running in the Nordic Darts Masters. Jeffrey de Graaf came here as one of the fancy regional players to maybe cause an upset in Copenhagen. Not to be tonight. Hollywood through to the quarterfinals.
For Core Decker, he's been dealt a really tough draw here. An opponent who will be brewing with confidence after a great campaign in the Premier League. He's the defending champion as well, and already threatening a breaker throw.
$26. Gavin, you require 150. $128.
Very nicely done by Gavin Price. Got a choice when he comes back of whether to go straight at the double 11 or split it to leave a different double. And that might make the decision for him.
Just having to shuffle right. Just overcooked it. And he gets it with the final bat.
Gavin Price.
That is a breaker throw.
Third leg is going to throw first.
Already you fear a little bit for Decker. Both players will be at next week's World Cup. Gavin Price back alongside Johnny Clayton. Johnny Clayton actually will wrap things up this evening, taking on Darius Labanowskis, and Decker will be there with Ken Thuran Sivertsen, looking to navigate their way through a tricky group with Poland and South Africa.
134.
Evan Peterson back in the South African
145.
team. Great to see.
Treble 15, not found. Decker will get another look at a long-range finish.
105.
Lovely last
Point
start from
require
Gavin
142.
Four-leg lead incoming.
60.
There's messing
Going
about
to
on the
require
doubles for Gavin
40.
Price. Switching over to double 10 and
Game
hitting the
shot
double
on the
10. This is
foreplay.
all too comfortable
Gavin Price.
for the number 3 seed
Fifth
here
is going
in
to throw first.
Copenhagen.
Game on.
Very good.
$100. Going to require 142.
Treble 17 he may start on. He's just the wrong side of the wire. A couple of treble 17s would have left tops for the match.
54. Call you require 101.
Going to get a go at a double. He's not on this visit, and he's relying on Gavin Price not taking out the 88.
65.
Otherwise,
Going to require
it's
88.
a clean sweep for Price.
Muttering to himself after missing the 20. Couldn't find the treble with dart 2.
36.
So Decker's going to get darts at double for the
36.
first time in the match.
Come down slightly. Edging closer.
Game
And he has a leg on the board.
Decker.
No reaction from Decker. It's just a holder throw, and he's still got a mountain to climb.
60. Going to require 156.
Not enough to leave the finish. 2 visits from here if he needs it. And he will.
58.
Outside chance in this leg for Decker. Stay down there.
96. Going to
There
require
might be an
98.
opportunity for this again for the match.
1 dart at tops.
58.
Well, not the conventional
Point
route
required
there, but you'd
90.
rather get 1 at tops than a couple at double 19, it would seem, for Gavin Price. What's Core doing to the 15s? Double 10. Decker doubles his leg tally.
Decker.
And this game isn't over just yet.
Game on.
Price at the minute just seems to be keeping Decker at arm's length in this leg.
$60.
This looks like the end game.
180.
Another big score from Gavin Price, potentially an 11-darter coming in, and that is how you shut down a potential comeback.
135. Going
Credit to Gavin Price, potential 11-darter to wrap things up here in the defensive attack. He's done it in style. There was a little mid-match wobble. Decker rattled off 3 successive legs, but it's Gavin Price with a successful start to the defence of his title. He has defeated Decker by 6 legs to 3.
Well, they're on their feet because their man has got off to a flying start here.
And importantly, against the darts as well.
140.
With that 140 from Rob Cross, he trails in this leg. Bright start from Harrison.
55.
We've seen in the opening couple of games tonight the big-name PDC stars have been allowed to get into an early lead.
100.
Can Harrison
you acquire
change the theme here 19's the target. Oh, that's a great first dart. Just plays it safe. Now he needs the bullseye for the opening leg, and that is right in the middle. Not much emotion from Dirty Harry, but that was bang on target.
Looks like we're heading for yet another breaker throw.
134. Robbie require
Decent visit, but not enough to get him down to a finish. So Cross has got time here. Another one of those will be very nice. Now he just composes himself. The trademark pause. And again, the double is way off, but it was a safe throw, knowing he'll be back for 3 darts at double 10.
Yeah, that's what was key. He was wild in that second leg, throwing at double 9 and double 2. Yes, he missed that double 10, but he didn't miss inside, and that had to start chasing up with double 5. Needs a bit more urgency here. Harrison waiting on tops if the opportunity arises. But it's not going to. And the run of breaks a throw continues. 4 legs played, 4 all against the throw.
Game on.
That's a good leg from Rob.
Yeah, he's starting to find that first dart treble a little bit more now. And Harrison,
41.
That's a light visit. So Cross again has got time. This for a lead for the first time here in Copenhagen. Double 16. Nicely done. Nicely done. That dart right in the middle of the double 16 and Cross in front for the first time.
Game on.
Staring down. And the opportunity's not going to come here.
It's just evading him, isn't it, that treble 18?
37.
And that's not a great visit either, because... Oh, he's bust. What a disaster. He's going for single 16 to leave double 16. He's hit the treble that scores 48 and busts his score. That is a darting disaster.
Will he be made to pay? Could be a game changer, this. And he's got away with it. He needs to be miles away from that treble this time. Careless of Andres Harrison, but he gets another go.
Well, he should have been nearer the double. Well, he's hit the single 8. He's still got to finish tops. Well, he got there in the end. It didn't prove costly, but just for a moment, Andreas Harrison's heart would have been in his mouth there. Can Cross leave a smaller one?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try and force another one through.
100. Andreas, you require.
There's an option to attack the treble 17, but he felt he could find a way through. This is where Harrison has to be careful. Good recovery. 103 remaining.
$80. Robbie require 167.
Well, they're hoping this 167 doesn't go. Rob Cross is certainly hoping it does, but he can't start the combination. So Harrison will get a chance to take us all the way.
91. Andreas, you require 84.
He may just be restricted to 1 dart of the ball. And he gets the chance to level up, and he's marginally missed the double 7. Match-winning opportunity incoming for Rob Cross.
Harrison had the chance, and he didn't take it. Oh, wow, wild dart.
Yeah.
That's single 4.
That has just completely slipped out of his hand, but what a recovery!
What a recovery this would be! What a way to win it for Rob Cross! From the ridiculous to the sublime, a double-double out after he missed his first dart. He hits 2 double 18s to see him safely through.
22.
Not one on the floor, not one on the Euro Tour, not played a lot of them, but still, he expects to win when he's competing.
40.
He wouldn't have been expected to just score 40 there.
Matthias, you require 145.
With an outside chance. But that was not in the script.
40.
You get the feeling it may take something special to bring down the Premier League champion tonight.
Big 3.
42.
Well, Matthias Rasma being allowed 6 visits to the board on the Humphries throw, and he's not going to get that very often in this game, you would think. Can he make the most of it? Treble 15 and 19. Goes the 15s. Tops. Oh, it's a beauty. Matthias Rasma leads the world #1.
Second leg Matthias to throw first.
Can he build on it here? Something we saw earlier on. Andreas Harrison got a couple of breaks against Rob Cross. He couldn't back them up by holding in the next leg. And it cost him in the end. But that is a nice visit. That's a great last start.
Yeah, we are talking about playing Matthias Rasma, who's reached ranking finals 3 times in the PDC, reached the quarterfinals of the World Grand Prix. That's his high watermark in terms of the big TV tournament. So already mentioned, he was the first and one of only 2 players ever to win a game from the regional side of things in this. Can he find his way past that into the treble 20? Yes, he can. Tops. 2-0 Matthias Rasma. A brace of ton-plus finishes completed on tops. Saw this recently in the Premier League final, of course. Felt like in the first half of that final against Lit, he was hanging on a bit, but second half of the final, we saw him in full flow. And he is very difficult to stop.
89. Luke, you require 143.
1-4-3 then for a level game. Cannot get the treble. Now it's about the layup,
99.
which is good. So Rasma's already hit 2 ton-plus outs. Needs another one.
19s or 17s, going the 17s route, couldn't get it started. They bring the bull in now.
62.
Squares it off.
Luke, you require 44.
It's for a level game then. Double 16.
Game shot.
Big dart, a big moment. And I think the reaction from Humphries tells you that it is all level.
Against the world #1, I think if he was offered that before a dart was thrown, he'd probably take it. Now he's coming down for the 19s again.
56.
And even if he just hit 3 straight 20s, his next shot is easier than the one he has actually left.
Yeah. Now here comes Humphries.
140. That is, you require
All of a sudden that
124.
position he might have taken looks a little bit more precarious. Shot on here. Single 14 will leave him a crack at the bull. He's hit the treble, that's even better. This would be magical from Matthias. Oh, he's hit the wrong side of the wire. He hasn't busted his score, but that won't be much of a consolation at the moment.
To the 12s, leaves the bull. 4-2 Humphries, no mercy and no missing. It is a blizzard of 5 visit legs to the world #1.
7th leg and Luke to throw first.
2-0 down to 4-2 up.
The greatest last start, halves his score, so Humphries to win it, 1-2-1.
11th segment, bullseye again.
96.
He's getting closer, but is Matthias going to get closer to him?
Matthias,
2
you
legs
require
running. Luke
92.
Humphries has missed the bullseye for the match. Didn't get another go in the previous leg. '17s now. Double 8.
76.
Agony. Absolute agony.
25.
Well, he's missed 2 darts for the match. He's going to get 2 more here. Double 4. And he's
21.
missed more. That's 4 match darts now Humphries has missed. Rasma cannot believe it. He thought his night was over. It's not over just yet.
Matthias, you require 16.
The world #1 disconsolate. He's not put him away just yet. Matthias Rasma is still in this one.
140.
Bit of frustration from Luke Humphries. Everything was going according to plan. That middle part of the game where he won 5 legs on the spin, it seemed like a matter of time before he won it. Now it's very much a matter of if he wins it at all.
70.
That is useful. Very useful. Humphries can only try and add pressure.
80.
Those two last darts the wrong side of the wire. So Rasma to take us all the way.
64.
Needs 64. He was 5-2 down. He survived 4 match darts, and now he's got 2 darts at #8 for 5 all. And he's got it. We are going all the way here in Copenhagen, and the fans are lapping it up.
43.
That's a real release of pressure for Humphries, though. Going aggressive from the 305. And doing it to perfection.
Matthias Rasma's heart must be beating out of his chest at the moment. He's just got to try and compose himself. Try and summon up a big visit. It's decent, and he's hoping, but now he is living on a prayer with Humphries looking at 1-2-5. Oh, the shot is on to win it in style. The world #1 flexes his muscles here at the Forum in Copenhagen. He missed multiple match starts to beat Rasma with ease. Rasma hauled himself off the canvas.
You start to question whether you belong. And of course, he's not at this sort of level yet, but you want some sort of indication that you can get there, and that is the first indication.
Well, that means Benjamin Royce should get darts to win a leg. And he started this leg with a visit of 26. And he has dug himself out of trouble. This is a 14-darter potential. To win a leg on the World Series.
18.
Not yet, Benjamin.
Nathan, you require 138.
It's Nathan to break the throw here.
Thank you.
He's just trying to laugh off this reaction of the crowd, but he will have known this is coming. Perfect. Begging for the second, gets the second. Oh, this will hurt. Double 12. Brilliant from Nathan Aspenol. That's a way to silence the crowd. Applauded by Benjamin Royce, who still is looking for his first ever leg in the Nordic Darts Master, but a bit of class for the world #6, Nathan Aspenol.
Yeah, Vlad, the first Dane to win his card at Q School, then followed by Ben Royce, but we've seen players like Per Larsen and the late, great
96.
Jan Hoffman. Have been staples of darts over the last few decades. Good visit. He's putting himself in with chances in legs.
Aspenol, who's got rid of a 138 in the previous leg. And he is just trying to lap it off, but he'll want to focus here. Maybe a double-double combo. There's the first one. And there's the second one. The first start was so inviting. And Benjamin Royce was waiting to ask the question again, and still it's 21 successive legs without reply in this tournament for Benjamin Royce. Would expect the minimum 2 treble visit, but he is down to a finish, Benjamin. Wouldn't it be some way to get his first leg?
100. Benjamin, you require 164.
If it doesn't go, take a big bite out of it. It could go. It could still go.
123. Nathan, you require 160.
You know what's coming now, Dan?
It can't. It can't keep on happening to him.
It can't be this cruel. Oh.
Really? This cannot keep happening to Benjamin Royce.
140.
Well, here's his chance. Be a breaker throw as well. Double 16, and he still doesn't have a leg on the World Series stage.
20.
This must feel like a nightmare for Benjamin Royce. It's a good marker for that double 5.
Game shot on the 5th.
And it is a nightmare. It continues, and Nathan Aspenol is the Stockport Freddy Krueger for Benjamin Royce here. It just goes on and on and on.
Can he find another one?
83. Nathan,
This for Aspenol.
118.
to book his place in the quarterfinals, where Victor Tingstrom or Luke Littler awaits.
And treble 16. For the bullseye, surely not. Oh, Nathan Aspenol would have been adding insult to injury almost. But Benjamin Royce can't even get started on the 117, and a fourth consecutive 6-0 defeat beckons.
Nathan, you required 25.
Oh, hang about. 7 left for Nathan. For the match. And that is more misery for Benjamin Royce. It's now 4 appearances at the Nordic Darts Masters and he's yet to register a leg.
$133. Victory required 164.
He's getting a break opportunity unless Victor can take out this 164, and it's not going to go. It's just not happening for either player here. Luke's gradually bringing his average up.
Luke required
For Victor
12.
in the low 70s.
Game
He does find himself a break behind. And Littler still hasn't got going in this match,
Game on.
but gets an early advantage. He's going to get an opportunity, and he may. Well, look at that visit.
Victor, you require 170.
Well, there's a 9. That'll be a gift, that, tomorrow, I'm sure. Whatever they're called these days. The big fish has been left. It doesn't need to go. Well, you're here, Victor. Well, you're here, young man. Oh, the width of a wire away. It was worth. He had to go for that.
Some effort. But this is
135. Victor, you required 25.
problems can occur. We saw Nathan Aspenol going for a big 9 early and slipping into the double. He safely gets the 9. Can he get the double 8? And breaks straight back here.
9. Luke, you require 100.
Well, that's 3 darts he's had. Will Littler make him pay? Is it tops? It was, but it wasn't. Oh, now
40.
then.
Victor, you
That's
require
careless.
60.
He's a bit fed up here, Luke. He knows he's not playing well. He can't get anything going. He's making heavy weather
Game
of an opponent that's averaging 76. It's 2 apiece here.
Victor gets Victor to throw first.
Well, if Lux could kill, that dartboard would be in trouble at the moment, wouldn't it, when Luke is collecting his darts?
93.
Oh, look, he's getting himself fired up now. And just saying, no max, so he's quickly corrected that. A little bit more like it on the world number 2. Seeded 4 here. Seeding's done based on World Series performances this year.
58. Luke, you require 84.
An 11 dart. Hold a throw, a raise of the eyebrows.
Victor to throw first. Game on.
Tingstrom is still more than in this leg. Not
58.
now, he's not. He's not in control of it anymore.
Oh, and that advantage
140.
when he led 3-2 in the blink of an eye could be coming undone with back-to-back 11 dart legs.
139. Luke, you require 91.
This to go back in front. Hits the ball. Well, that will leave tops.
Game show on the 7th leg.
There you go. An 11 dart leg followed by a 12 dart leg.
Gets himself down to a 2 darter to prolong this tie, but expect a decent layup.
180.
Well, he could have switched to leave double 10. He didn't bother. Just fill it up while we're here. And that puts the pressure right on Tingstrom. We'll hopefully get a shot at the ball, but that one slipped or stuck, whichever it was.
We saw Rob Cross do this early and he rescued the situation, but yeah, the lip read, wow, was the reaction from Victor. He's going to get a chance. Refocused here. Hit this double already in the match. But he can't hit it to prolong the tie. Littler now. The chance for the fourth successive leg and a place in the quarterfinals.
5 for double six, right on the wire. Ooh, a deflection was unkind. Tingstrom gets another chance.
To make Luke Littler throw it out. Oh,
no score.
He's had a shocker there. He's so disappointed. There's been chances for Tingstrom, he just hasn't taken him. Surely there's no more.
Double three. Still double three.
Game shot.
Gets there in the end, Luke Littler. It won't be one he'll look back with any degree of fondness, but he had more than enough to see off Victor Tingstrom.
Just got to be careful in this leg, Stephen. He's going to return at the 48. The Casia can apply some pressure here. Not a great deal.
Stephen,
so Bunting for the opening leg on throw.
A very sedate opening leg. Looks a good guide.
16.
Made absolutely no use of it whatsoever. Treble 20 should be the shot. Some players go on the 18s here.
That is the shot. There was it. He was struggling with that second dart. But that's how effective he can be. That's how resilient he is. And a breaker throw for Oscar Lukasiak in the opening leg here. Stephen Bunting had a couple of opportunities. There's his World Cup teammate.
First max of the night, and it comes to the bullet. A man who, I'll correct myself, did play in this last year. Went out in the quarterfinals to Rob Cross. There's another Swede beat actually in the opening round. Daniel Larsson. And that one went to a last leg decider.
.98.
It's a good last one from Bunting.
170.
Yeah, first dart falling low. I mentioned he's back at the World Cup next week with Jeffrey de Graaf, then in a group with Lithuania and France. They're the seeded nation in that group. Fancy their chances, Lukasiak and de Graaf next week. Bunting looking for a 2-1 lead. And getting a 2-1 lead. Pretty impressive response from Bunting after dropping in the opening leg. Outside chance for Lukasiak. It's a similar scenario to when he won his only leg. Bunting was on the 2 darts. He wasn't on the finish, but he applied a bit of pressure. And he got some change out of Stephen.
Stephen, you require 68.
And he may only get 1 dart at double from here.
.36. Oscar, you require 87.
If you're going to cause an upset, these are the sorts of things that need to happen, you'd think. To the 20 segment. Bullseye. And the Swede is back in it.
Oscar Casia.
Nice and high near tops.
100.
That'll do. Well, he has been up and down in this game. This is very much an up leg for Stephen Bunting.
.100. Stephen, you've acquired 40.
I wouldn't have thought that would cause Bunting too much trouble. It does get Oscar to a finish, but no, it doesn't. More like it. And the winning legs are impressive from Stephen. All in 5 visits or less there. We see he's just allowed himself to get involved in scraps in the ones he's lost, and they've all gone the way of Lukasiak.
.180 number 4. Every single one of them in this game has come from Stephen Bunting. He has had the firepower. He has outscored Lukasiak quite heavily in this game. Look at that.
140.
Big old difference. Means he's had 100 points clear of him after 3 visits to the board in every leg on average.
Well, can he finish off in style? Well, he's going to have a go, Stephen Bunting. Just the 2 9-dart finishes ever on the World Series. Bunting looking to add a third.
Not just that he hasn't hit one on the World Series, he's never hit one on TV, Stephen Bunting. And he's not going to change that here.
65.
But a decent passage of play from Bunting. And after he led 3-1, he kind of let Lukashev back in the match. There's no signs of him doing it here. 9 darts thrown and 76 when he returns to book his spot in tomorrow's quarterfinals.
134, Stephen, you acquire 76.
To wrap it up with a 12-darter. And the bullet was in a sticky situation there, but burst past Casia.
You make a great point about Labanowskis. We mentioned it early on about Matthias Rasma, the fact that they're not based in the darting hotspots, if you like. There's a lot more travelling to do, and fair play to Labanowskis, as you said, it'd be easy to chuck aside the opportunity to play on the Challenge Tour, but he's kept turning up, he's kept winning. This is a great camera angle for this shot. Can he get one in the red bit at the top? Lucky D, nothing lucky about that. That was all quality from Labanowskis. Maidu, this has been a good response though from the ferret. And he's in again. Oh, this is magnificent from Johnny.
135.
Yeah, dusted himself down really well here, Johnny. But he'll know the problems in that previous leg was the doubles at the end, so he won't be taking this 46 for granted.
Johnny, you require 46.
This to break straight back.
Double 16.
Game shot in the fourth leg.
Efficient, very, very efficient. An 11 dart leg, by far the best of the match so far from Clayton. Superb by way of a response.
.96.
Clayton looking to go back in front for the first time since the opening leg of the match.
131.
Great visit again. Well, he hit an 11 darter in leg 4. Is he going to hit one here in leg 7?
Potential for a 10 darter, but a 4.
95.
That'll be incoming.
Johnny, you require 50.
I'll be amazed. Johnny. Double 16. Pinned this in the previous leg, pins it again here. And back-to-back legs, leads 4-3.
Are you telling me with any degree of seriousness you expected Johnny Clayton there to walk up and whack in the bullseye? Darius' scoring power has avoided him just at the wrong time. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant again from Clayton.
And that's an aspect of his game that's improved. We've joked about it in the past, but counting wasn't Johnny's strong point, but he knew where he was going there, he knew what he was doing.
60. Johnny, you require 170.
And the shot is on. He doesn't need to, but he's going to. Johnny Clayton! Take a bow, the big fish reeled in. And even Lucky D's impressed with that one, and why wouldn't you be? The big fish to move within 1.
Game on.
Brilliant shot from Clayton.
And he's now potentially 4 or 5 darts away from victory. Great last start. So Labanowskis now is hitting and hoping here. Johnny Clayton 2 darts away.
Yeah, but Darius Labanowskis, he's just got to hit big and hope for errors. Needs another one. And it is a finish, but realistically you felt he needed another one. This for the match.
Another one of those. Tops for a 6-4 win.
40.
It's a big ask though for Labanowskis.
154.
He may start on treble 19s here. Well, he's got one. Well, he's got the second. What a shot this would be. to send us all the way. And we are going all the way. Darius Labanowskis with a 1.54 checkout with Johnny Clayton waiting on tops for victory. And what a last couple of legs we've had. A 170 from Clayton, a 1.54 from Darius Labanowskis. It all comes down to a one-leg shootout. He didn't take it out. Labanowskis found a really good leg here. And he's down to a 2 out of 4 victory here in Copenhagen.
Brilliant from Johnny Clayton. Darius Labanowskis on the verge of a little bit of history, but he knows Johnny Clayton is breathing right down the collar of his shirt here. 64 points away. Well, he's going to get 2 darts at tops to secure an improbable win. He's right on the wire, a width of a wire away. How did that dart not go in? Clayton to sneak through needs 2 10s. Now 2 5s. Johnny Clayton wins what in the end proved to be an absolute cracker to round off day 1 here in Denmark.